one happy Christopher Bell. Everything came together. What a car, what a call to come down pit road and take right sides. How did it all unfold for you to be an all-star winner, $1 million richer?
North Wilkesboro, how about that one? Woo! Yeah, that right there is absolutely incredible. And North Wilkesboro, best short track on the schedule.
Are you saying you won a points race?
Let's go!
Hey, I have to ask you about these guys right here. It all started yesterday with that unbelievable stop, the two-tire stop. Almost hit your guy. You guys pulled it off and won the heat race. What do you have to say about the pit crew and what they're doing this year for you?
Man, they're the best. I mean, there's nothing else to say. And this sport can be so humbling because behind the car, behind the wheel, you're just a small part of success. And these boys right here, Adam Stevens on the pit box, all the mechanics, all the engineers that put this thing together, they're the big picture. I'm the guy that gets to sit up here and talk to you and take pictures, but without them, I'm nobody, and I owe it all to these guys.
Perfectly said. Congratulations.
Oh, my God.
Joey Logano brings it home in second place tonight. Joey, I know second's not what you wanted, but you're at a tire deficit there at the end of that race, and what a heck of a battle between you and Christopher Bell. That was a blast to watch.
I'm glad you had a blast. I'm pissed off right now. I just, dang it, we had the fastest car. The Shell Penzo Mustang was so fast, and, you know, you get the, I don't know, trying to choose my words correctly on the caution situation, and obviously I got bit by it, so I'm the one frustrated, obviously, but gosh, I don't know. I mean, I felt like the fall off wasn't too bad as the sun went down, and we had 6 cars or so stay out with us. I thought maybe we can hold them off, but the 20 had a good enough restart to clear too many of them too fast, and I couldn't get away in time. It took me 6-7 laps to get my car up and rolling again, and I did all I could do to hold him off, and he got under me and just released the brake, gave me no option, right? And he kind of just ran me up into the wall. And if I could have got to him, he was going around after a move like that. I just couldn't get back to him. It was just too much to try to make up with the tire deficit. So just frustrated after you lead so many laps and the car's so fast and you don't win. It hurts quite a bit.
Got to ask you then, with the caution at the end there, I know you weren't a fan of that and how that came out, but maybe a points race here and no cautions like that. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm all about no gimmicks with the caution. I'm all about that. I'm a little... Me and Marcus Smith aren't seeing eye to eye right now, okay? I got to have a word with him.
Good job tonight, Joey. Thanks. Well, Ross Chastain starts third, finishes third tonight at the All-Star Race. You guys went for no tires at the end there, and for a moment it looked like maybe it was going to work out as all the battles started happening.
Regan, I had no tires left. I got spun out earlier and had to use a set, so all I had was the rights that I slid on. The lefts were all torn up, so they couldn't find much of a flat spot, but I knew that I had put a hot spot in them, so I didn't want that. So we talked about it. For our Busch Light team, I feel like that was definitely the right call. And there's just, once we get up to the front, we can tend to stay there a little better. We couldn't at the beginning of the race, though, so we did make good adjustments. There is something knocked out of alignment with the car. Once I did get spun, I got hit in the left side, both tires, so the wheel was off, but once I had a little bit of track position, I was able to pass some cars after that, so strong night. Some definitely bright spots for Trackhouse on all 3 cars, and glad we were able to close it out with a good finish. And I just needed those guys to hit each other a little bit harder. I was just hoping, like, come on, guys, just do it, and they didn't quite, so we had a shot.
You guys in this one car keep finding ways to get finishes. We've been talking about it for the past 4 or 5 weeks, but now it seems like things are getting better early in the weekend. Is that a positive note as we head into the second part of the season here?
We still unloaded really tight on Friday, so we needed the whole practice and then the night to think about it and come back to the heat race Saturday to make it better, and the group did. I need more practice. I need time to give inputs. Our DIL, we're whipping that thing as hard as we can, but man, I want more, and it's a tool, and we're using it, and I'll be at GM Wednesday when they open it back up to get ready for 600 miles at Charlotte this week. Put a lot of effort in already, and looking forward to more.
All right, thanks, Ross.
And Chase Elliott brings it home 5th in the All-Star race tonight. I don't know, it was a good race. All the fans seem pretty happy. What's your take on how things went tonight?
Yeah, it looks like an amazing race for the win. I wish we could have been a part of it there, but yeah, hopefully it didn't disappoint. I thought the race was much better, this year than last year, which was really cool to see, and had another great crowd here, great environment for an all-star race. So I hope everybody enjoyed that. And our prime Chevy was really pretty good. I thought that we were in the mix, needed just a little bit, I think, to be there with Joey and the 20. But we were solid. I thought better than we've been, and just a nice step in the right direction. Just a good solid night. Obviously needed a little bit more, but overall, a pretty solid day.
I know you've probably already been asked this weekend, but the question is, do you want a points race here?
I don't see why not. I think it's plenty capable of hosting, and obviously the crowd seems extremely receptive to the idea too. And I think as long as whatever NASCAR decides on that, I'm good with. I think it's they put on a good race tonight for sure. So it's hard to argue against that, and we'll see what they do next year.
Well done. Thanks, James. And I talked to Rudy Fugle before the race, and he said, short tracks haven't been the best for us, so you guys are trying something new. How did you feel it worked?
We were better. I mean, definitely, there's still more room to go for sure. We were definitely better throughout the weekend. I felt like we were really competitive there at the start of the race. So whether it was just the potential that we had or just kind of keeping up with the racetrack, I'm not sure. But overall, just good step in the right direction for sure. Appreciate Valvoline, Chevrolet, all the people back at the shop. So it's good. It's just, just continue to hopefully improve. And, short tracks have been our Achilles heel. So trying to get back to kind of how we were in 22.
William, you guys are in the middle of a 28 straight week stretch. How nice is it to have this weekend, sleep in your own bed? What does that do for you?
It's nice. I mean, it's a grind, so it's more of a grind for the team guys. They've been here all weekend, so it's nice to have a couple races close to home. I think it makes the desire to do well even higher, especially for me being from Charlotte. So I know we have the 600 circled, so hopefully next weekend we can be really strong and also run an Xfinity race. So excited for that. Thank you.
So listen, you've been over there talking to sponsors already in Victory Lane.
And it's hugely important for our sponsors. We have Mobile on the car. Ream has been a huge partner for this car for a long time. Appreciate JR, Chris, everybody at Ream. And then Stanley Black & Decker. Just a huge deal for us there. Tony Merritt and everybody there. We just appreciate them so much. And so the sponsors play such a huge role in this. All right, I got to tell you the truth. We've had the toughest time winning this race. It's been unbelievable. I think that's only our third, and we've tried about 30 times.
Well, Coach, at what point?
I told them we spent $10 million trying to win $1 million.
That's not a very good balance. Well, Coach, at what point did you feel Christopher had what it took to get the win here tonight?
I felt like he was going to be strong. He told me before the race it's one of the best cars, he said, I think I've ever had. And he and Adam are really good. Being up front, starting up front, our pit crew got us to second on the pit crew challenge. So I think all that kind of put us up front. But hey, Joey's up there. You got a lot of great cars up front. I saw the 5 coming. You never know what all's going to happen with all that. But it was just a big night for us. Really appreciate it. Huge for our sponsors, huge for us. Appreciate everybody out there, all the fans. I think the fans probably are going to give us a good reaction to the race too.
Yeah, it was awesome. This track is interesting because you're so close to the racetrack. Also, you can really feel the fans. You have had some incredible drivers at Joe Gibbs Racing over the year. Christopher Bell, though, stands out. What is it about him that makes him so special in your eyes?
Well, I was saying that when Christopher came with us the first year of his COVID, it was awful. We were putting him in cars he had never made a lap in.
Right.
And so he went through all that, and he went through it the right way. He really did. And his perseverance, staying after it, I think him and Adam have really teamed up. It's great. And so I think Adam putting together everything there, making that call for 2 tires, I think they're a great team. They won 3 earlier, and so we kind of been in a little bit of a pause here, so this was a thrill for us. I got to tell you, big deal. This thing's hard to win. I just tell everybody out there. So we'll celebrate this.
Well, congratulations, Coach. We appreciate your time. We'll let you go out there and celebrate. Let's check in with America's crew chief, who's with the race-winning crew chief.
Well, Josh, I am with Adam Stevens. Adam, it's been a great weekend. Started on the outside of the front row. Looked a little bit off in the beginning, but at the end of the day, 33 laps on your tires. You made that call to do right sides only. 5 others stayed out. What did you think at that point?
I wasn't really sure. You know, I really felt like tires would have an advantage, but I really felt like we'd restart a little bit closer to the front. And when Joey jumped out there, I was pretty nervous, to be honest. But Bell did such a good job making hay very early in that run, and I think that was the difference.
Adam, you've got the 3 wins. You obviously come here and win the All-Star race. We still got a long way to go. We're a third of the way through 2025. Where do you see this 20 team right now?
We're strong. We need to get a little bit better on the intermediates, and I think our short track program and road course program is the class of the field. So we need to check a couple more boxes to be elite.
Well, I do need to say 2-time All-Star winning crew chief. He did win it back in 2017 with Kyle Busch, Josh.